What's up, this is Chris from Electroframe. So today's review is about the ZGPAX S28, so which is a Bluetooth smartwatch and a GSM watch phone at the same time. So you can basically synchronize only by Bluetooth this smartwatch to your smartphone and use it and call people and do different things that we will see later. And you can also actually insert a SIM card inside, so a GSM SIM card, and make call directly from the smartwatch basically. So you can also insert a SD card up to 8 gigabytes inside in order to have some data, some music for example. So let's have a look at the box. So the box is pretty tough, to be honest. So for shipping you will never have to worry about that. So this is a smartwatch. We'll get back to it very soon. So otherwise, inside of the box we have a user manual, which is all in English and explaining you everything, even how to install the APK when you use an Android smartphone. You also have a USB charger. So this is a US plug, but when you check out on our website at www.electroframe.com, you can also select the UK or the EU plug. Otherwise, you have here, you can just open it quickly. So USB cable, micro USB, and also some earphones with control torque. And please bear in mind that the earphones are actually with micro USB and not the 3.5mm jack. And the last but not least, actually, this is the removable battery. So here we see that this is actually a 450 mAh, which lasts around about 72 hours in standby and 6 hours in when you're talking time, and around about 8 hours when you're playing music, so which is like pretty great. So it will last like for sure a full day of use without any problem at all. So that was for the different items. So how about the smartwatch? So we can just take it out of the box. So here we go. So we can see here that actually looks a bit like the Samsung Galaxy Gear 2. However, this smartwatch doesn't have any camera, so no camera on it. Here, this is the start button, so which looks like really like the Gear 2, and here is actually the micro USB. So the finishing is in metal and silicone and plastic silicone basically. So we see how it is. So for the dimensions, we have here a smartwatch of 58mm by 39mm and a thickness of only 12.5mm. So basically, you see that this is very discreet and fits very well like any smartwatch on your wrist. So it's very nice. Inside we also have, so as I told you, like a SIM card, GSM SIM card, and a TF card, SD card, micro SD card up to 8 gigabytes. So this is what you get basically for this smartwatch. So the buckle is like any other watch in the world, nothing very fancy, just a normal function on it. So the screen is actually 1.54 inches and a resolution of 240 by 240. Here we have the speaker, so we'll see if it's really loud or not later on. So this is it basically. So now what I propose to you is just to put the battery on and get started. So let's start it. So here we go. This is the home screen basically. Okay, this is because I inserted a SIM card in Chinese. So here we can see like the different icons that we can have access actually. But before going any further, I want to say that actually the smartwatch, sorry, can be used actually with an Android smartphone for sure, and with an iPhone. So why? Because actually you have the Bluetooth on it, so you can just synchronize your iPhone, for example, by Bluetooth, and then you will have access to few different functions, but not all the functions that can be used with an Android phone. Why? Because actually, if you want to fully use this smartwatch, you will have to download an APK on your Android smartphone. And for iPhones, you will only be able to use actually the audio player, the call history, the phone book, and the dialer. If you want to call directly from your smartwatch. And the only last function you can use with an iPhone is actually here. If you go on looking phone, you have anti-lost. So basically, when you connect it to your smartphone, when the distance between the phone and the smartwatch is more than 8 to 10 meters, so basically the range of Bluetooth, the watch will start ringing. So it's just like a warning to tell you that actually your smartphone is pretty far away from you, so don't go and look for it. So that's it. So we can have a look right away of what we can have. So here we see that we have actually looking phone. So I was just talking about it. So looking phone is actually the phone will ring if you click on it, but you first have actually to connect it by Bluetooth. So here it won't work out. Then let's say the sedentary reminder if you really want to actually set up some stuff. Otherwise, so we have here the call logs, the dialer, the phone book, so you can add some contacts and synchronize your contacts from your smartphone. The pedometer, so you can start, and you see that this, of course it's not very accurate because I'm not really doing it, but you see that the sensor is working at least. You can make like any resume or not. So we can go back and we were at pedometer. So audio player in here. So you have the messaging. If once you have been synchronized your smartwatch and your smartphone, so you can send all messages from your smartwatch as well. So for the settings, what is going on? So you have like, you can set up the time and date, schedule, power on all of the languages. So you have like few different languages on it: English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Dutch. So we have like few different ones. So you might find yours inside. Otherwise, you have the display, the flight modes, and handwriting settings. So you can set up like a lot of different things on it. You can customize basically. Even the LCD backlight, for the brightness, so we can put it to the maximum for this review. Handwriting settings, here we just checked it out before. So you have like a lot of different settings you can customize. For the notifications, the same, so you can just, for example, set up the sounds and what is going on basically when it appears on the screen. So you will discover that, it's no point now to explain everything. So the call settings as well. So you can really have a lot of different things. So basically, otherwise we have the file manager. So here, when we go on it, so we have, I put here in memory cards. So we can see that I put a 32 gigabytes. Actually, you see, I was telling you this was actually from the manufacturer. They were saying like up to 8 gigabytes, and here I put like 32 gigabytes inside, and it's still recognizing. So you might want to try 32 gigabyte, but from the manufacturer it's only 8 gigabytes. So otherwise, we have the FM radio on it, the calendar, the alarm clock. You can set up the multimedia, so if you want to record some sounds and see some pictures. calculator, the Bluetooth dialer, remote notifier, and the remote capture, which is actually the telecamera. So once you have synchronized your smartwatch and your smartphone, you can use the camera of your smartphone to remote it basically on your smartwatch, so you can see what is going on. The sleep monitor, if you want to set up some time. Quick response is actually easy to download the application right away on your smartphone. Then you have Smart Search, Profiles, the browser, so you can access internet if you want by Web 2, and the SIM toolkit, and basically that's it. So otherwise, you have like a quick access here actually to the dialer, the pedometer, and the settings right away on the home screen. Otherwise, when you turn it on here, the screensaver, you see this is an analog clock. And otherwise, if you want, let's try to pair in Bluetooth and see how it works quickly. So for that, we just go on Bluetooth. We just turn the power on, the visibility on as well, and then we take our smartphone. So here we have actually the number one S6. So we just go inside of the settings. We turn the Bluetooth on. Make it visible for every devices. So we see here we have the PGD. We just pair it. You see, so it's perfectly working. So we just say yes and pair. And here we go. So here we just have to accept the last one, so an authorization request, and that's it. They say we are connected. So we can right away, they propose us to sync the date time with remote device, so we can say yes, for example. So it's all good. We are all on the way. So for the app, which allows you to have all the functions right away from your smartphone to your smartwatch. So the best is actually here, you go on the smartwatch, and we go on quick response, which is the QR code, and here on the smartphone, we just want to read it. You have to install actually a QR code app, which is very easy, you know, in 30 seconds of search on Google or wherever you want, you know, and you can have a quick application to read the QR code. So here we have the QR code scanner. So when you go back to here and we want to scan, so here we go, it's done. So then we just go on it, and it starts automatically the download, and then we can just install the APK. So of course here it doesn't install because I already installed it before. And this is the one we have in here, so smartwatch. So we can just actually launch it. And we see that you will have access to a lot of different settings. And once you have installed basically so the APK on your smartphone and just launch it, so it will synchronize again, and you might have actually to disconnect and reconnect again. And then, for example, we can see that we can use the remote capture. So here I just launch it. It launched the camera right away on the smartphone. And you can see actually what is going on, and you can quickly see actually what the smartphone is capturing, and it appears on the smartwatch. So pretty useful sometimes for some people. So just to show you that, you know, this is actually synchronizing very well, and then you have access to all the different functions like the messaging, looking for the phone, the remote capture that I just showed you, remote notifications. So if you have notifications from Twitter, Facebook, WeChat, whatsoever, you will receive it on your smartwatch, no problem at all, and synchronization of the time and everything. So this is basically what you get with this smartwatch. And to show you the sound, I just put a song. So this is actually the video of GoPro, but we cannot see video on this smartwatch. But however, we can still listen to the sound. So we can just turn on the sound to the maximum. And I will give you an idea about, you know, what kind of sound you can get out of this smartwatch. It is a bit less powerful than the ZGPAX S6, but still doing a good job. And don't forget that actually you can have the earphones here on the side with a USB. And you can still, for example, listen to music when you're riding your bicycle, and then having a smartphone at the same time on your bag, which is pretty useful. So you see, this is still large enough. It's just a smartwatch, and you can hear the music very well, no problem at all. So that's it. I was just to show you that, you know. So basically that's it for the smartwatch ZGPAX S28. So this is a Bluetooth smartwatch. You can also use with an iPhone for some functions, and if you really want to use everything on this smartwatch, you need to download the APK directly from the smartwatch with a QR code, as I show you. So this is also a GSM watch phone, so actually you don't even need anything. You don't even need to pair it to your smartphone. You can just use it as a normal smartwatch with the SIM card inside. So just in case that you don't have any smartphone anymore. Otherwise, this is the MTK6260 processor from MediaTek, like at 360 MHz, so dual core processor, 8 megabytes of RAM, 8 megabytes of RAM, but you have up to, actually here we saw in this review, 32 gigabytes of internal memory with the SD card. However, the manufacturer was talking about 8 gigabytes. This is 1.54 inches, 240 by 240 for the resolution, 55 grams, so very light watch, 58 by 39 by 12.5 millimeters, so metal finishing plus plastic silicone. So you have pedometer, sleep monitor, remote capture, remote notification, synchronization of the time, a lot of different functions as we just saw before. And this smartwatch is available on silver and gold on our website at www.electroframe.com. So if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment below this video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. And until then, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you later for the next one then. Bye bye!